What up, YouTube? Knives and Gear Insights here with another short review of a knife that I got from Stacey. This is knife number 4 out of the box that she sent me. And today we're looking at the Knafs Lander 3, which is basically the Lander 1, but with a crossbar lock. So her knife is very similar to my Lander 1 that I have, because we actually both won our knife from Rob's Nerdy Knives giveaways. So, and he's got a certain style. I even had the Lander 2 with a very similar style build, so he likes this kind of style. But yeah, so this is basically the same like the Lander 1 that I have, but in crossbar lock version. Basically the Lander 1 and 2 in a combination, but kept in size of the Lander 1. So it does feel good. It's a little thicker actually. Overall, I feel like, yeah, it's a little thicker. I like to do actually a direct comparison between the two so you can see. If you look at it, it's a little thicker, I guess because of the crossbar lock. That's just my assumption. Because the crossbar lock, the Lander 3 is wider, thicker than the Lander 1, but they have the same shape, they have the same length, even same pocket clip. I actually bought this one because he had a different one on here. I'm not sure if that's the one that he put on there, but the same pocket clip, just this is blank. I wanted to keep it all in black. So but yeah, these knives are very similar except of the locking mechanism. What I can say is, to be honest, this is just my personal feeling. I prefer the liner lock version, the Lander 1, over the crossbar lock version, Lander 3. That's my personal thing from what I gathered comparing the two over the last couple of weeks. I feel like that the Lander 1, is just more what I prefer than the Lander 3 with the crossbar lock. I mean, I guess it just depends. Some people like the crossbar lock version more. Some people, or I personally, I'm more a fan of the liner lock version. However, they're still both great. I mean, this is still a great knife, don't get me wrong. It's still a great small carry, like a second or secondary carry if you want to, fifth pocket carry, whatever. Let's give you some size comparisons here. I'm sorry, not size comparisons. Weight. So you can see the Lander 3 with the crossbar lock is coming in at 2.54 ounces. So in the Lander 1 is coming in at 2.19 ounces, so it's also lighter, it's slimmer. Let's get you the specs, because I mean they're pretty much the same thing. They're the same size. You can see there's nothing different. So let's get you the length. Overall length here on this one is 6 3/8, and you got a blade length of 2 3/4. You got a cutting edge of about 9/16. So I don't even have to measure this because I mean it's literally the same specs on this one. Size comparisons versus other knives here. We got the Tucson TS 142. We got the Vosteed Porcupine. So you can see, of course, it's a Lander, basically same size as Lander 2. So you have seen that pretty much in every single video that I have. One of my size comparisons knives is my Lander 1. So there's not really anything different to see here. Protect Modex and what is it called? Manix 2, Spyderco Manix 2. As you can see, the Lander 3 is just a small knife, which is fine. Like I said, I love my Lander 1 as the office carry. I do when I go like days where I have to spend in the office sometimes, for certain things. I do love my Lander 1 as an office carry, just to have a knife on me, plain and simple. If I have to open a letter or anything, small boxes, this is just perfect. It's not something people would be afraid of. It's different if I pull this out in the office and people like, oh, what the hell. But if I pull, this little Lander out, everybody, oh, it's a little pocket knife, that's fine. Nobody says anything. So it's I like these, definitely. I'm a fan of the Lander, this size models a lot. But yeah, I'm definitely, even though, like I said, I'm more a fan of the liner lock version, I still recommend this for people that like the crossbar lock version more. That's pretty much what I can say about this knife today. I haven't really carried it because I did some comparisons. I carried it a day or two, but I have so many other knives that I have to take care of. And this wasn't really highly ranked on my list. But either way, because like I said, I love the Lander 1. I did carry this just in comparison, but I'm more a fan of the frame of the liner lock versus the crossbar lock. I guess it's because of my hands. I have a little hard time operating the crossbar lock on a small knife. That might be the only negative I can say about it, because if you have big hands and you have to operate the crossbar lock, it can get a little tight with the bigger hands. But if you have regular sized or small size hands, this might be perfect for you. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. If you like my content, please comment, like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.